Hey everyone, today I am going to show you how to make your filament tables look amazing and more interactive. So we'll cover badge, row colors, alignment, font and more using a product table demo. So here I have a simple product resource. I am listing 50 records, right? So we have name, stock, reorder level and price. So the main thing is the stock and reorder level. So for this, of course, and reorder level here means the level of stock which the product should be reordered, right? The user or the admin should reorder the product. So we'll try to make the interface look good. So the first simple part is we can always use stripe. So it makes our table look easier to read, especially if we have lots of data. You can see we have the striped rows, right? So if we talk about in dark mode, you can easily see the stripe mode here. So now the next thing is badges. Let's try to add a badge in stock. So the simplest way is we can directly use badge. I think in up to filament V3 we have a badge column, but now we can directly use the badge method. So you can see it will automatically take the primary color for that, but we can now customize the colors easily. Let's say to customize the color, not color, sorry, colors. So I want to use success color, and I can always inject my state and then record, right? And let's say if is greater than record reorder level. So if it is greater, meaning that we have stock higher than the reorder level, I want to show success color. Similarly, warning color, if my state is less than or equals to record reorder level, but state is always greater than 0, right? We have stock, but it's almost equal to or less than reorder level. If there is no stock at all, then I want to say state equals to 0, right? Of course, we don't need the less than 0 comparison. So now we'll show the danger color. So if I refresh here, now you can see this 0 is in red, this is in green success color, and this where the stock is less than reorder level, we can see that in yellow color. So we can see the badges are updated. But what if we want the whole row to change the class, right? Instead of this badge, I want to make this whole row is that color. So we can also easily do that. Let me remove this stripe for now. So we can chain record classes method here, and then of course function will get our product here, right? And let's say match true, match it in any condition. So now let's start. If record stock, let's say if record stock is equals to 0, right? Then what we want to return the class is, let's say bg red 100, text red 700, the red color, right? Similarly, if record stock is less than equals to record reorder level, then it means it's almost going to finish, or it's in less than, right? It's the warning color. So here I can pass bg yellow 100, text yellow 700. Similarly, the next case can be if record stock is greater than record reorder level. Then we can say bg green 100 because this is okay, right? So text green 700. It's just a demo, but you can utilize your own color, right? So if I go and refresh here, now you can see the change. Sorry, I misspelled this. Yellow should be like this. Now you can see, if it's red, then I can see the red color. If it's the stock is 0, if it's greater than stock is greater than reorder level, I can see green, and if it's less than that, I can see yellow. Now it's clearly visible. But if you can't see the changes in a single time, because I have already created a theme, you always need to run the command php artisan make filament theme, because we are using the custom tailwind css here, right? Sorry, so you need to create the make filament theme, and then panel, and then run your npm install, and then build it so that you can see the changes. So this is the third approach. So now we can also use change the alignment. So if we go back to, let's say, name, we can always say, let's say, its alignment. We have two way, either we can use the methods or we can use the enum alignment, and then let's say start, end. We have different methods. Start is already there. Let's see if it's end. You can see the alignment is changed. If you want in center, we have center. So this way we can also change the alignment. Not only the horizontal alignment, we can always change the vertical alignment. Either we can use vertically aligned methods, right, like this, or we can all use another is enum part, vertical alignment, and then pass this start, center, end, right? This is about horizontal alignment and vertical alignment. So now, not only that, let's go ahead and let's talk about extra attributes. So now filament lets us add our custom css to columns, cells, and headers using extra attributes, extra cell attribute, and extra header attributes. So let me show you that. So let me go in reorder level. We'll change this. Let's say what I want is extra attributes, not cell, extra attributes, and then I can pass class bg green 100, right? Let's see. You can see the whole reorder level is now green, right? Similarly, we can use extra cell attributes for per cell, right? So if we do this, sorry, let me remove this comma. So here let's say font bold, all right, font bold. Then if I refresh here, now you can see the font is bold. So this extra attributes, it will be act for the whole column, and extra cell attributes is per column, for the entry, the cell value, right, inside the cell. You can see the class. Not only that, we also have extra header attribute that will change for the header. Let's say class equals to let's say bg blue 100, text blue 700. So if I refresh here, now you can see its background color is also changed and the font color is also changed. So this way we can also change this css directly from our filament, right? So now what if we want to, you can always change the size or size, font weight from here. Not one, you can also change from here. For example, if I want to change the size, I can say text size, and I have the enum. I want to show large, then I can click in. If you see the price now you can see the font size is increased. Similarly, bold, we can pass weight, then font weight. I can say bold, extra bold, let's say extra bold. So if I refresh here, now you can see the font weight is also changed. You can of course do it with your extra cell attributes or directly using this, right? So, and then you can also change the font, right? Font family. So you can pass any font family. Let's say font family enum, right? And then here you can see mono sans serif. If I click on mono, it's the same, or you can change from here any font you want. So now you can see, even though the table does not look nice, but it's the thing that I want to show you. So with filament table methods, we can make our table dynamic, readable, and visually appealing. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and comment.